You are being called by spirit to maintain your strength. There is a calling here to reach out to your loved ones, to reach out to your family. It's saying that far too often you have chosen to endure suffering yourself and not let people know what's going on in your life. And I'm getting that there was a reason for that, that there was people that you could not rely on, there was people that you could not trust. And so that's just how you learned how to do things. But you have cultivated a chosen family around yourself. You have cultivated a group and network of people who love you unconditionally, who truly have stepped up to become the type of people that you always needed in your life. And still you allow yourself to be the strong friend. You allow yourself to be that person that doesn't need anybody. And they admire you for it. They really do, but they can also see through it. So you're going through some things, and there's you're tough, and you can make it, and you can endure through these things. I'm getting that some of these things are coming in terms of challenging your safety and security. You're dealing with loss or grief, and for some of you, I'm getting that this feels a little bit more like financial trials. All of these things are going to resolve themselves. They're going to come in time, but this test of endurance, of perseverance, is the type of strength that requires you to maintain balance. Now, that is difficult. You cannot always do that on your own. Sometimes you do need to let it out. Sometimes you need to have somebody whose hand you can hold onto and squeeze it very, very tight. Now, if this resonates, I want you to go ahead and claim and receive this message of confirmation in the comments. This is confirmation that things are going to be okay, and that you have people that love you and that are going to stand up for you and with you and alongside you and be the people that you need in your life. There is a sense of connection here. That Three of Cups is there to remind us of how many people love us, that celebration and good times are ahead. But we know that we have to be able to maintain until we get there. And that's a lot of work. It's hard. It's tough to do that. So you have to be able to lean on people. You have to know that they don't see any less of you, and you are not weak when you do that. That's what they are there for. That's what family is for. And these are your chosen family because you choose each other. Beautiful, vibrant souls. This is a message for the collective from Spirit. We have this message of starseed empathic energy where you are absorbing some energy that is not meant for you. You are absorbing some overflow from someone else's situation, and it is making you feel as though your own situation is heavier than it is, that your own situation is going to have the same type of outcome. And that's actually what Spirit wants to make sure that you are aware of. I want you to go ahead and accept and receive this message in the comments. You recognize now that you are an empathic person. When someone is struggling, you cannot help but feel that struggle. You cannot help but let it become a part of who you are. So we need to do some grounding work. We need to do some cleansing and releasing. And we need to know that our own personal energy is coming through exactly the way it needs to, because we're all on different stages of our own personal journey. So your journey is not that of what you are feeling from those around you. The outcome that you have is not going to be the same as the outcome of the people that are around you. They are experiencing the lessons that they need to learn, and you personally have gone through some of these lessons already, which is why you identify so closely with them. And that's such a beautiful and honorable way to feel, because you can identify with that and you can relate to that, and you're like, oh my gosh, it was hard, I know this. You want to be there for them, but do this instead. Be there for them by being the person that they can look up to, that they can feel inspired by and go, I know what I do need to do now. I know now what my life will become. I know now that I am growing and becoming stronger like that person before me, because they did understand and they did go through the things that I went through. But look at them now. They have solutions that are coming to them. They have new beginnings starting for them. Claim this. Claim this as your own. This outcome is my outcome. My outcome is a new beginning. My outcome is the solution that I need. And I can see what that solution is. It feels like it's available to me. It's right there for the grasping. And it's because I care and love so deeply for other people that the universe is rewarding me in this way. I'm growing from these feelings, but I also need to remember to separate them from myself. I don't want them to become a blockage or a burden. I want to be able to identify the differences between what my journey is and that of the journey of people I love around me that I've already experienced. You are their inspiration now. Do you remember when you first discovered how magical of a being you were? Do you remember what it felt like when you first realized that your dreams and your visions actually played out in real life and it made you feel like you had a superpower? It felt like anything was within your grasp. You could make anything happen because you had identified this special power that you possess. Do you remember what it felt like when you first manifested something? Even if it was very small, the first time you realized that you were an alchemist, that you could change the outcome of situations simply by imagining what they should be like and knowing that that was what you deserved. Think this is how it's going to turn out, and having full confidence in that and going about living your life and being a happy, joyful, wonderful, beautiful soul around others, treating people as you want to be treated, not how they treat you. But not, we don't match energy. We don't do that. We're higher vibrational beings, right? So when people come to us and they're struggling, we treat them as though they need to be treated, how you would want to be treated in that situation. Do you remember what that felt like? Because Spirit wants you to get back into that mindset. Spirit wants you to remember how powerful you are. That beginner mind porcupine is about remembering potential, remembering the hopefulness, the bliss of realizing how powerful you are, how majestic you are. You can have anything you want. You can have the life that you desire, and you've done it. So we need to embrace and grab onto that again. I want you to go ahead and drop the angel numbers that you've been seeing in the comments if this resonates. The scarab beetle is here to remind us that the magic works through us, and you are seeing those angel numbers and those signs of synchronicity, those little signs of deja vu as a reminder of how powerful you are. Now, all things that you desire are in the works and coming towards you. And it is when you are so confident in the outcome that you stop obsessing over it because you know it's yours. You don't need to let that take over your mind. You spend your time enjoying your day, taking care of yourself, taking care of others, tending to your garden, tending to your inner self, tending to what makes you feel happy. And when you're doing that, you are putting all that powerful growth and healing energy out into the universe. And that is what aligns you with what you deserve and what you desire. Spirit wants to remind you of how powerful you are when you think about all the potential ahead of you. Thank you so much for being a part of my healing journey. I am always grateful to be a part of yours. Many blessings.